Isaiah just asked Kalani this, the bye weeks have some good things and bad things. Obviously, the chance to get healed up a little bit is good, but sometimes teams come out flat after a bye week. How are you guys combating that?
Absolutely. I feel like, first of all, we took a good approach to this bye week, especially because this is the earliest bye week I've ever had in my football career. So it was really cool, take it the first 5 games just to, obviously get the Kings out, the Russ out, and now we're really back into business, for real this time. So I feel like we did a good job of, taking a step back, kind of just reiterating all the things that we, planned and want to emphasize during fall camp, and that's the way we're going about throughout this week. So it was a good restart for us.
This is a TCU team that's kind of had some ups and downs, but very dangerous. What do you look at? I imagine you've already kind of taken a glance at what you'll be facing this week. What are you seeing?
Absolutely. I mean, regardless of what their record is, they're still, they were just in the national championship last year, So obviously, we want to come at them as if, like I always say, with every other same mentality that we have with every other team. We're gonna obviously we understand that they are talented. They have some dogs on their team as so we do. So with that being said, we're just gonna come at it with the same mindset. Trying to stay humble and just keep working hard, and the rest will play out.
Okay, we'll have some questions from Sean Walker and then Mitch Harper. Go ahead, Sean.
Yeah, Zaya, kind of a little bit on those same lines, and I don't want to get super specific or super individual, I guess, but obviously TCU had to make that quarterback change over the weekend against Iowa State. It looks like their normal starter is going to be out. Their backup's probably going to start on Saturday. What kind of a wrinkle or a change does that present you guys, maybe preparing for one quarterback to looking at a different quarterback or the potential of a different quarterback, I guess?
Absolutely. Well, for position wise, especially from a pass rushing standpoint, it kind of changes, what you want to do, the level of quarterback where you hit your counter and everything like that, or just the amount of yards that the quarterback drops in his pass, you know what I'm saying? So for position wise, for me at least, that's what we're going to probably look at a lot more. But, from a defensive standpoint, I feel like, our plan is solid and is great. I feel like we can still work off of what we have. And, yeah, obviously there's going to be some adjustments that we'll make throughout this week, throughout practice and meetings like that. But other than that, we're ready, man. Excited.
Zay, TCU's characteristic about them over the years has always been speed. Do you feel like this defense that you guys have has the speed to match up with TCU?
Absolutely. And especially when we look at all the personnel and the way that we match up, I feel like we match up very well, especially towards their offense. And so, when we look at the defensive backs that we have, J-Rob, Eddie, Cam, all those guys, they can hang with anybody in the nation. Naturally believe that. So, with that being said, man, I'm excited to see the way that we match up against them, but it'll be good. Yeah.
What's been your favorite part about playing in this scheme under Jay Hill and K-Pop?
Absolutely. I feel like, in a way, it's pretty similar to, a lot of defenses that I've played in the past. So it's something that I was really looking forward to coming here because, it's something that I'm familiar with, and plus I feel like pertains a lot to the way that I play football. I like to change it up, from different blitz patterns, like at least for if I'm going to the B gap and somebody's coming outside, just some cool things. We even have like DBs blitzing and cool stuff like that. So with that being said, it's cool. I feel like it also lets me, drop in coverage, play in different fields of the game, and so it's really cool, and I think it fits well with my play style.
Go ahead, J. Drew.
Hey, Isaiah, the last time BYU beat TCU, 2007, your coach, K-Pop, had a couple sacks, was named the Mountain West Player of the Week. Has he brought that up at all? Have you talked about that at all, and about what kind of the TCU-BYU rivalry used to be?
Absolutely. Well, K-Pop, he's a pretty humble guy, so he hasn't brought up that part of it, that he got Mountain West of the Week. But, he's definitely explained to us about what kind of challenge it's going to be and what kind of mindset we got to come in the game with. we gotta take them as obviously to respect them to the max, of course, and obviously understand the opponent we're playing against. But like I said before, we're just gonna come at them with the same mindset that we always do every week. Is come in, work hard, and play our game.
Go ahead, Jared.
I just wanted to ask, you get a chance on a bye week to sometimes watch a little more football than you do on a regular game week when you're focused on your own game. What's it like watching the other teams in the league, seeing the teams you face, the teams you're getting ready for? What's it like, as you prepare for the rest of the Big 12 schedule and kind of see what's happened?
Absolutely. Well, especially over this past weekend, there was a lot of cool things that happened in college football. So, it was awesome to see that. Because usually, we're either doing game prep or, we're playing our games ourselves. So you don't really get to experience the whole weekend of college football. So that was cool. But, from the standpoint of watching the teams that we've played or who we will play, it was really cool to see, what kind of team they are, what kind of talent they bring to the table, the way that they scheme different teams that we've played, especially, it was actually funny because I was sitting there eating dinner watching the Kansas game against UCF, and they ran this one play in the red zone that almost got me when we were playing them. So I was like, oh, that's interesting. So it was cool to see, all this stuff that, we've obviously experienced in the past, but it was cool to get an idea of what's next to come,
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much, Isaiah. Appreciate you taking the time to be here.
Absolutely.
You have a great week.
Thank you. You as well.